Hello! Welcome to Nattys Crafts. I'm Natalie. I always do all the crafting. And today we're going to do something a little bit unusual. My crafts are getting more and more unusual as we go. We're going to make a beehive decoy. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if those are the right words. But give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. So let's go take a look at this crazy idea that I've done. So we're gonna make a wasp's nest. It's so crazy. And this came about because I have a wasp problem around the soffits of my house. And so I'm just trying to do anything to get rid of them. And my boyfriend bought some kind of little plastic thingy, and you got to put lemon juice or sweet juice or some nonsense. Ain't nobody got time for all that. So I'm just going to make a quick little craft and see if I can help solve the problem. So we're going to use a couple different things from Dollar Tree. Some craft paper, one of the paper towel rolls. If you have something smaller than the paper towel roll, that would probably be better, but I didn't, so this is what I used. This is what I had on hand. And I'm going to basically make a cone shape from this paper towel holder and this paper, craft paper. If you have one of those cone-shaped styrofoam flower things, that would probably be the ideal shape and size. But I didn't have that. So now I'm just going to glue this craft paper together around the paper towel holder. And how thick or whatever that you want to make it is totally up to you. I was trying to make it wide enough so it was somewhat evenly distributed and looked like a cone, basically. You probably could have done this with cardboard as well. It may have been a little easier and you could have made it a little smaller. But I didn't think about that until just now. So there you go. And obviously this is being made out of paper. So this is not a long-term put it outside type of deal. This is going to actually go in my covered porch. It's not an enclosed porch. It's just covered. So it is possible it's going to get wet, but it can be thrown away because it was $1, so it's okay. So I'm just gluing the paper all around. I am gluing some spots onto the actual paper towel holder and other spots just to the other craft paper that's included there. And I don't like stuff falling apart. That's why I'm kind of being real thorough about how I put this together. And at the bottom, this is actually the bottom of the bee hive. It's not bees though, they're wasps. So what is it called? A wasp's nest, I think? I don't know. And I don't know, does this matter? So I read somewhere or was told, I don't remember, that wasps don't want to have their nest or their hive near others. So if I put one up there, in theory, other wasps shouldn't want to make a new nest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap a plastic bag around my little form that I had. And if you did this with anything other than paper, you may be able to skip this step. But I'm wrapping a little Dollar Tree bag around it as tight as I can. Basically to keep the paper from getting too wet. And then once I've got that all tucked in and shaped into somewhat of a cone shape, then I'm going to take the dark brown paper that actually is much more similar to a beehive wasp's nest's color, and I'm going to wrap that craft paper around the form that I made. So just trying to figure out size-wise. I don't know, this paper was probably some sort of Amazon packing, I'm guessing. So don't, be smart when you're getting packages at your home. Some stuff we can use, like this, for example. So I just cut it somewhat to size, and then I'm just going to glue the craft paper onto the form that I've made. And I'm in Texas, so we'll see how long this lasts. And I don't know, if I could just get rid of the wasps in a better way, it would be great. I don't want to hurt them in any way, but I don't want them buzzing around my head when I go in and out the front door either. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how this works. I should probably do an update and let you know if it worked at all, if it helped in any manner. And so I'm just going to wrap this dark brown craft paper around the form and just gluing anywhere where it's loose or where it needs to be attached. Now, of course, you could use super glue. Heck, you could probably even use wood glue since it's paper, just to make sure it lasts long enough to get rid of what wasps are there or what wasps keep coming back. All right, so now we got it all glued together. We're going to cover the top with some more craft paper. I don't think I recorded that whole thing. So I looked on Google and looked up beehive, and that's the picture I was using to kind of get an idea of how it's supposed to look. So it looked like there were kind of lines wrapped all the way around it. So I'm just going to paint in some lines. This isn't some sort of, professional beehive that you sell on Etsy. Nothing like that. But something that hopefully will work under my front porch roof, if that makes sense. When the Amazon guys drop off my packages, they won't notice the beehive hanging. They won't see it unless they're looking straight up in the air. And then once it's all painted, I'm going to cover it with this spray-on Mod Podge, and it is the matte color. Now here's the hives that I have right now. There's a little one there. There's another one on the other side there. There was a bigger one that I had knocked down earlier. So it's ridiculous. So I've got my ginormous one now hanging, and I left that little one. I couldn't reach it, so I had to leave that little one. But hopefully this helps. I thank you so much for stopping by today. I sure hope that you could give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. Make sure that you appreciate today, as tomorrow is never promised. Thanks, y'all. Y'all have a great one.